So it's very interesting. And when we were in India in 2017, we were there kind of in a very safe cultural surrounded by artists, by designers. We went to museums, to galleries, and so on. So we spent our time there more, not all the time, but mainly within this
bubble.
Yeah, within this bubble. So now I'm wondering, because when I look at our discussion here, we have 5 women and myself. So I wonder, does it have something to do with gender? So maybe you can say something about that, Swati, because you teach at the College of Architecture for Women.
Swati, we can't hear you. You're muted.
That's a very good observation. And I have been working in Women's College, Banumen Nanavati College of Architecture. And we have this Maharshi Karve Stri Shikshan Samstha as an umbrella, which is more than 125 years old, and which has been working towards empowering women through education and, building up empathy in terms of bringing them in the mainstream society and occupation and so on. So it's a very fascinating journey when I read about it, when I experience it. And as Aruna said, when it comes to livelihood issue, I think women play a major role in India in terms of earning, then making things work for their families, and they work shoulder to shoulder, or maybe more than that, especially in rural areas and also in urban areas. So this gender centric sustainability, if you're looking at, then women are, by gender they are more sensitive, and their thinking processes and the competitiveness that they face is very different. That's what we have observed in our institute also. And they get very much concerned about ecology and all these nature related things very quickly. I mean, they feel very attached to it, and in the long run also they have this very basic nurturing kind of a nature that God has given us. So I think that also helps in many ways. As soon as you give them freedom, power, you give them, responsibility of working in this particular space, then I feel they have the capacity to perform a lot better. And still in India, I feel they are not in urban India, many times they are not the first earners, but they can be very good educators. So that is another secondary role, maybe you can say, they are playing in the family. And it says that it's said that if the woman is using organic vegetables, then the whole family is eating organic vegetables. So it's as simple as that. So what comes to your plate comes through a woman's thinking and hands. So it directly goes to your, it becomes your food, which is a basic need. So that's a very interesting way to, get very very close to the sustainability concept in a very very simple way. So I think that's very interesting, that I have observed in my students also, in my colleagues also. There are many active women in India who are working on sustainability through their NGOs. There's a NGO called as Brown Leaf, who collect. Aditi is the main person who collects all dried leaves and converts into compost. She has made it a mission of life, a very good friend of mine. Then there is a firm called as Oikos, where they work in ecology and awareness building. So there are many people where there are women who are the main initiators of such, sustainability based, activism, I would say. It's not just education, but also activism. So I think mothers, I mean sisters, I mean all these, they have a key role to play in the family and the society.